Namaskaram. So in this video we are going to see the relevance of Shakti and Kalaripayattu. Before going further into a video, we have to understand what is the purpose of doing martial arts. Yes, there is health, there is self-defense, there is body conditioning, there is focus and everything. But what is the ultimate aim? What is the ultimate goal of martial arts? Akshata Dharma or a martial art is done to establish Dharma over Adharma. That is doing what is right. Dharma is not religion, but Dharma is righteousness. Doing what is right for your body, doing what is right for you as an individual, doing what is right for society. So you are doing that through a mode of weapons. That is, there are like a lot of ways, and this is one such way to establish Dharma or Adharma. When we speak about Shakti, that is Adi Shakti, in Dhanurvedic Kalaripayattu, she is revered as the Adi Devata of Kalaripayattu. Shiva and Shakti, the two forms of energies, masculine and feminine. Adi Shakti, that is Shakti in form of Ma Durga, is revered as the mother of all Kalaripayattu. Ma Durga has taken a form to establish Dharma or Adharma. She has slayed many demons, and one such famous story is of her slaying the demon Mahishasura. So all the Trimurtis, they came together and gave their divine energies a physical form of Adi Shakti. Then she slayed Mahishasura to protect the world from him. So that's a different mythological story. So the major theme here is Shakti. She established Dharma or Adharma, and the theme of martial arts is also the same. So when the Trimurtis came together, they gave their weapons to Shakti. Shiva had a Trishula. Narayana, that is Vishnu, second among the Trimurtis, he had the Sudarshana Chakra, and Brahma, he had the Kamandala. He holds the Kamandala, which is the house of all the cosmic wisdom. So all these three weapons were given to Ma Shakti. When you see a picture of Durga, she has 10 hands. There were several other weapons given to her. The vehicle of hers, the lion, was gifted by Himavan, and she was gifted a sword by Yamaraj, and that's a different story altogether. In this video, we're going to just focus on these three things: the Trishula, the Sudarshana, and the Kamandala. The first thing is the Trishula. The Trishula, Shiva has his divine weapon Trishula, and in Kalaripayattu we use something called Trishula Mudra. That is one thing. So Trishula Mudra, it is like a very devastating grab for the whole, for the throat. Just to give an example. So I can go for the throat using the Trishula Mudra. If I alter the Trishula Mudra, I can go here, go for the eye. Using the same Trishula Mudra with a little alterations in the angle, I can go for the ribs, I can go for the groin, and if it slaps me, I can block with the Trishula Mudra, I can hold, grab, I can go. Also, Trishula Mudra with a few alterations can be used to distract a human being very easily. Like going for a throat, going for the eyes, and going for the ribs, the floating ribs, going for the groin. These are very soft parts of the body which can take down any strong human being. So that is the distraction part of Trishula Mudra. And if you consider this as a Trishula, so a stick is generally said to be a representation of veil of Skanda, that is Kartikeya or Muruga, the son of Shiva, who is said to be the originator or the source of all Silambam that is practiced in Tamil Nadu. So this can also be a representation of Trishula. If there was the three prongs here, what can be done through this weapon is you poke. That is the primary usage of this. Just to give an example, what they say in Silambam is, this is Veech. This Veech, it is done for breaking the bones. If I go here, or if I go here to the collarbone, or if I go here to the skull, I'm breaking the bones. And there is this, the Arapa. These forceful strikes are done for the muscles, to distract the muscles of a human being. But what is more lethal than a Vicha and Arappa is Kutta. As I told you, if this had 3 prongs, me going for the plexus, or me going for the throat, or me going for the eye, or me going for marmas here, this is more devastating. What they say is the Vicha will take the bones, the Arappa will take the muscles, but the Kutta done, it is the most lethal strike in Silamam. It is one of the most lethal strikes in Silamam. So this is a theme that a Trishula gives us. What does the Sudarshana chakra given by Vishnu to Shakti tell us about? Sudarshana is known for its rotational torque. The chakra here, it is known for the kinetics. It is known for the rotational torque that it creates. So what is the main aim, or what does Vishnu tell us? He talks about preservation. Brahma is about creation, Vishnu is about preservation, and Shiva is about destruction. The Narayana, when he says preservation, we martial artists in a subtle way should understand that it is preservation of the base. Like when we are ready to fight, it is the preservation of the base. And when he tells, and what does Sudarshana signify? It signifies about the rotational torque. So generally in Kalaripayattu, what we do, additivity is not this. This is done like when you are using forearms. But generally what we tell students is to use the whole body, create a firm base and have that rotational torque, like this. Additivity, like use of the whole hips, the rotation, the full body mechanics of the body should be correct. A proper base, use of the whole rotation, like the same thing. When I say additivity, that is a diagonal strike, and a horizontal strike. The same thing with the sword too, diagonal strike and a horizontal strike. When you see Western martial arts too, they have the same thing. They use their rotational power. Muay Thai, they use it for kicks, they use it for punches, they use it the same thing, jab and a cross, they are using the hip. The same way in Kalaripayattu, good body mechanics and good rotational structure is needed. If a good proper structure, a stable base is established with a good rotational torque, then if the body mechanics is right, that is when you can land a strike properly to the opponent. It applies to a long stick also. When you're standing at a place, you're not doing this. You're using your hip to move. And when done with in the middle grip, Sudarshana, the rotational torque, it can be used as a shield against opponent. The circular movements here, it represents the Sudarshana chakra. In one style of Silamam, that is Sarbata Silamam, there is a move. You might have seen the Krishna, the Narayana. Krishna is a form of Narayana or Vishnu. He stands like this. So it's like he goes here, like if I'm here and if you are the opponent, if the camera is the opponent, I just give the opponent a feeling that I'm going back. I go back and I use the Sudarshana Vicha to counter. That is like Krishna is known for all this tricky strikes. He doesn't come forward directly, but he gives you an impression that he is going back, but he comes. It's like this and this. And this is about Sudarshana, the rotational torque and maintaining, preserving the base. And Trishula is about the destruction. And what about Kamandala? Kamandala is said to be the house of all the cosmic wisdom. Cosmic wisdom is all about having the right knowledge. What to fight for, when to fight, whom to fight for, and whom to fight, what to stand against. That is the understanding of Dharma. That comes through the spiritual wisdom given to you by the Gurus and the Shastras and the books. Like, it is not just associated with Sanatana Dharma. Like, you read the Bible, you read the Quran, you read the Guru Granth Sahib, you read the Bhagavad Gita, you read the Shiva Sutras. There is wisdom for life in that, and if you analyze, scrutinize. If you understand all those things properly, then you will choose your fights properly. And if at all, if you have to fight to protect you, family and the society, there are modes. The Shiva tells you about the destruction, the Vishnu tells about the preservation of the base, and preservation of the base and the rotational torque that you have to create. So all these three things come together, gave rise to Adi Shakti. When we as martial artists combine all these three, the cosmic wisdom, the rotational torque, proper base, and if the situation comes, if we are ready to destruct, then a martial artist will be very lethal, just like Ma Durga. So Kalaripayattu, these are very subtle themes that Kalaripayattu gives out that we martial artists should understand, especially martial artists who follow the cultures or the lineages of the Indian subcontinent. It is so ingrained and connected to the culture and the mythology of the land. Thank you.